Okay. Today we're playing random select only. Tiger shot. What fighting game doesn't have random select? It's very easy to make. Given the source code for any fighting game ever that doesn't have random select, I'll get random select built in 5 minutes. In fact, I can teach anyone to implement random select into any fighting game in 5 minutes. That's how easy it is. Maybe not in assembly, because then we'd have to, design our own random generator. How did that reach me? Dang. How did he attack first? That's not invincible to projectiles. What? Well, that's unfortunate. Punished on hit? Good game design. So random select in this game gives you a random character and a random ultra. Which is really bad. Why didn't that work? Okay. I play one guy one time and he already doesn't want to fight me. Bro, it's been one game. Taller on me. is my input display? I'm ready for action. Of course, the one time I don't freaking crouch check. The one time I freaking crouch check. Interesting interaction. If I get head on, I just lose. This character is freaking whack. No cancel? You can kill off that, bro. This character's garbage. All his combos are 2 hits. If you want to keep your oil up, you never have mix-ups ever. You always go back to neutral after every hit because of the freaking oil mechanic. Your footsies aren't good. Your walk speed's not good, which means your footsies are not good. Your anti-air doesn't work. Can't combo into either. Well, you can occasionally combo with Ultra too. From something other than a crumple. It's about to be a Street Fighter 6 stream. Two matches in 10 minutes. Or was that one match? I don't even remember. That was 2 matches. I've spent more time waiting for matches than being in matches. Surely this guy will not leave. Wow, it's a miracle. Oh boy. Hopefully I'm one of the 2/3 of the characters who can punish roll. That works. What? Oh, where'd my claw go? What the frick? Missed my link. Guess I'm behind now. Huge man. Huge man. Wow, I got to 2,000 player points. How did that hit like that? Gee, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons, huh? That was a punish. I'll block. I pressed all the wrong buttons, unfortunate. Let me hold down back this time, since I now know that you're a Kyugu who doesn't command grab. And now that I say that, you're gonna start doing command grabs, I'm gonna lose. Yeah. Hilarious. I'm jumping, you can't stop me. Oh for 3, let's go. Oh for 4, let's go. He did wake up grab, it hit me. He did wake up backbreaker, it hit me. He did wake up backbreaker, it hit me. And then he did wake up grab and it hit me. I lost all 4 coin flips. All 4. That is amazing. And no, there's nothing in the game that beats both of those. There's nothing in the game that beats both of those. Except backward teleport with Seth. Or Dalsum. Or Akuma, or Evil Ryu. Or forward teleport, but no reason not to use backward teleport. I guess it depends. I have an idea. Let's force the player to do a bunch of 2-frame links. And if they can't do 2-frame links, they can't play half the characters in the game. They just don't function. Huh? What's wrong with 2 frames? There's more to fighting games than just execution. I want the game to have 2-frame links as the most difficult thing you can do. Because I think 1-frame links are not consistent. It's not humanly possible to get them consistent. Interesting. Ultra or not? You're supposed to ultra when I'm at half life and you're at 1 HP. That's how this game works. There's the anti-air. Not a reaction anti-air, of course. Obviously. Hey, puppy.
It's the battle of the century. Fight! Enter the ring. Craziest and wildest fighters have assembled from around the world to join in the fight. And only one will be declared.
What are you doing? Criminal upper. Interesting choice. Not sure my dash went. Stop dashing. Uh-oh. That was supposed to be EX Criminal Upper, but the game sucks. Don't backdash. Oh, you didn't backdash. What the heck? Oops. Bingo! Okay. Guess I lose. You're not gonna block.
Cody wins.
You're not gonna block. You backdashed or EX Katakusa or did instant air axe kick every single time. You're not gonna freaking block. 0% chance. Tiger Obra.
A new warrior has entered the ring.
Oh boy.
The world's fiercest fighters await. Will you be the last warrior standing?
Akuma. Goki. How do I... No comment. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oh no. What? What is happening? What? That is crazy. You're not dead, are you? Oh god.
The battle has begun. Fight! I held up. That was a punish. No crouch tech. Interesting game mechanics. Gyro drive smasher. Finish. Oh, I missed the button. That's unfortunate. Whatever. Keep the meter, I guess. I should cancel.
That's just unfortunate. My foot went through your face and it didn't hit you. My foot went through your face and it didn't hit you. What happened to the days when Shoryukens beat jumps? This guy's not crouch decking very much. Why am I not throwing him? Interesting. Well, that's unfortunate. Mid-screen hold focus. Oh. I just can't guess right. Mid-screen hold focus. No, he was teching throws though. Wait. How did I do so many situations where I would see his crouch strike, but I didn't see a single crouch strike, but he was still able to tech throws every time I try to throw him? Suspicious. Rose. Such a low effort character. You suck. Why do you have ultra double? You literally never pick ultra double. If you want to pick ultra double, pick ultra one. Man, this freaking netcode is something else. Where's my super? Okay. Sure. I think I was guaranteed dead then. I don't think you can jump that. Maybe you can. The extra upper? No. That's first frame of Ultra. Criminal upper. Unfortunate. That was a punish, because why not? Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Brrr. Oh. Makes sense to me. I guess jump heavy kick beats EX criminal upper. You know, the giant invincible disjointed tornado that hits up in the sky? Yeah, that one. Connection's getting worse. What the heck? There's so much delay. Yeah. Okay. I understand. Yeah, you win all of these. How? Don't do it! Ah, he did it. And then his connection's not good enough for me to actually react and punish it in time. Yeah, thanks, freaking Street Fighter 4. Yeah, of course. You win every single scramble. I can't backdash because this freaking netcode's trash. Don't drop it. He couldn't complete. I think that would have killed me. Ultra double, maybe not, but... Overhead. Heavy kick. Light uppercut. Ultra, I think would have killed. You also had machine gun blow into, or EX machine gun blow into ducking straight into Ultra. You had so many ways of killing me there. It wasn't even close, but you didn't complete it because your internet's crap. Also, if you pick any other character, you can't win because you don't have overhead that you can combo after. Just saying, you're reliant on Dudley. Also, this matchup is unwinnable. Senkugoshoha. And by unwinnable, I apparently meant unwinnable for Dudley. Wow, this character is garbage. Holy crap. He waited so long on that. It didn't matter. Cross up? No. Wow, heavy punch just reached? Okay. This character's trash. Obviously. I tech that. Jet upper. Jet upper. I'm pressing throw tech. Goken's the worst character in the game. So I'm pretty sure I just lose if I ever get Goken. Especially against Dudley, who has 75 different ways of shutting down half of his kit entirely on reaction. Oh boy.
It's the battle of the century. Fight! Officially underway. The fighter
Yeah, do it again, idiot. That reached my backdash. Yeah, you can't do that. Offline, you can't use that move against Sakura. It doesn't work. You just get punished with a full jump in every time. But it's online, so sometimes you can.
Are you ready? Fight!
What about stuff like Under Night? I want to play footsies, Mira. I think Street Fighter 4 has the most interesting footsies of any fighting game. In some matchups. In about half of matchups. My guy will not block on wake up. Got it. That should hit me. Unfortunate. KOF does not use traditional grounded footsies. They exist. Huh? Like, the basic concepts exist. They exist regardless of the fighting game you're playing, as long as it's not like dive kick or something. Hey, releases you're looking forward to. No. And there it is. And I'm stunned in one hit, I guess. Ha! Okay. Footsies is even more... No, footsies exists, it's just that KOF has better things to do than play traditional grounded footsies. Why would I stand still or walk slowly back and forth when I can dash and hop and run and do attacks during my backdash and all that crap? Like, you can play footsies in KOF, but there's no reason to. I'm playing Street Fighter 4 because you like it, or because there's something better right now? I'm playing Street Fighter 4 because I currently want to play Street Fighter 4. I'm in the mood to play footsies. And Street Fighter 4 is the least boring game where you can play footsies that has people playing it right now. We just don't like Street Fighter mix-ups. Do a checklist for improvement. Pick a character. Learn a combo. Start playing. And then from there, You have to know how to improve. And how you improve is going to depend on the person, because there are people who have different weaknesses. The whole point of improvement is to get rid of your weaknesses. So if your combos suck, practice combos. If you get put into a situation and you're like, I have no clue what to do about that, practice it. Go to training mode and practice that situation. That's why it's there. And there are many ways to get to that point. That is improvement. You can just play matches and just sort of think about it, like, what could I have done differently? Or you could go back and watch your own replays and see, like, okay, these are the spots where I took damage. I could have done this differently to not take damage. Maybe I should try doing that in the future. You could also watch other players, high-level players. You could also watch tutorials. And you can also just sit in training mode and lab. Just try to figure stuff out. And the further you progress in your learning of the game will change which of those methods is the most effective. Grow up. My guy just started the match with 3 special moves. I want to play you. Aren't learning specific characters block, strength, advanced tech? No. It depends. Yeah. That's what I was trying to beat last time. Thanks, game. Jump medium punch. That better not anti-air me. What just happened? What do you mean rustic? It's just the input display. It shows you the buttons I'm pressing. There's nothing else to it.
It's the battle of the century. Fight!
Oh boy. Sakura player. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What? They got my backdash. I want to deal with it. Wow, what a fun video game. You prefer Street Fighter 5 graphics over Street Fighter 6? You need new glasses, bro. Well, that's unfortunate. Not in this case. I guess you're just invincible. Yeah, just happen to press focus and hold it every time I press crouch heavy kick. Just do it. It's easy. It's that easy. It's that easy to win in Street Fighter 4. You just get lucky. You just press focus attack when I press sweep. Ignore all those times I press medium punch and cancel it into EX dive. Ignore all those. Just keep pressing freaking focus attack. It works every time. There are no redeeming qualities of Street Fighter 5. Zero. You build bad habits. It depends on what you mean by bad habits. If you just want to play Vortex characters for the rest of your life, then play Vortex characters for the rest of your life. Really? He just did target combo. How is he guessing right so much? Like, these are like, I don't understand. He's just pressing random buttons and they're all hitting me. What if I just do nothing? What do you do if I do nothing? God, this matchup is so annoying online. Well, I mean, if you're only going to play Vortex characters, then you don't need other mix-ups. Like, those are your fundamentals. Really? What is happening? Yeah, there it is. What? I did uppercut to beat your uppercut because I knew you were going to uppercut because you're a freaking robot. Oh, man. Like, the word fundamentals implies something that is applicable to multiple things in the category. I don't know. Shoto's... I don't know what gave you the idea that Shotos are a fundamental character design. They have a fireball, which is better than any other character in the game. They have an uppercut, which is better than any other character in the game. They have better normals than any other character in the game. So, yeah. If you play a Shoto, you're going to start relying on Shoryuken, Hadouken, and crouch medium kick. And you're not going to know how to play the other characters. How did I get that move? That was insane. Okay, now you're talking about honesty. Is it honesty or is it fundamental? That's not reactable in your connection, bro. is why you keep doing it. Yeah. What do you think honest means? Like, what is a dishonest character? I hate Oni. No, I want a real punish. Wow, that one was actually unreactable. Honesty isn't a fundamental. You're just throwing around words. And you don't know what they mean. What do you mean by honesty? What do you mean by fundamental? What do you mean by neutral? What do you mean by defense? What do these words mean? Because they clearly mean something different to you than they do to me. Like, honesty is telling the truth. How is that a fundamental? Like, a fundamental is a skill that a person can have that contributes to their success at winning at the game. And specifically, a fundamental is one of those skills which applies more broadly than other skills. Unreactable. If you are playing a character with no unreactable mix-ups, you're playing a bad character. How did that hit me? You've hit me twice, I'm behind. I have 75 overheads. Not a fan of Virtua Fighter? No, that's an extremely guess-heavy game. How did that not hit you? Virtua Fighter is constant rock, paper, scissors all the time. Did that reach me? Oh. Funny you should ask. What exactly is a guess and how is it different from a read? Funny you should ask. Considering, hold on. If you go to my website and you scroll down, There are several things here that might answer your question. This is the general guide to guessing in set play. And just, there happens to be a little thing down here titled Guesses versus Reads. You can read that. And you can also read Randomness. And you can also read Is Guessing Inevitable? But here's the gist. Guesses and reads are different. Theoretically, if you have two robots, if you have two AI fighting game players that have developed the perfect strategy and have the perfect reaction time. Actually, it doesn't even have to be a reaction time, just that they've considered every strategy and they don't vary. Like, their reaction time is non-variable. They have the same reaction time at all times. Then there are no reads going on. It's all guesses. It's all set play. I mean, think of the words set play. The plays that you can make are already set. If Akuma forward throws you and you forward, if Akuma forward throws you and then forward dashes and then does demon flip, you have set plays that you can choose from. They're already predetermined. But if I'm, Ryu and I get +1 frame advantage, there's several things I could do. So basically, if the human player can look at a situation and be like, okay, my opponent is going to choose one of these things, and I'm going to choose one of these things, and there's statistically no reason to pick anything else, that is set play. Well, it doesn't have to be on mix-ups. Like, if I'm playing Guilty Gear Strive and I'm in neutral playing as Eno versus Soul Bad Guy, there's set play going on there, even though we're not even, like, fighting each other in mix-ups. How is that not a cross-up? This character's so jank, dude. What is this game? Oh, great. Great. Punish. Only Hugo, man. How is Morrigan set play? When you're playing against a Morrigan in Marvel 3, are you really thinking to yourself, he's Morrigan, he's going to choose one of these 4 options, and I'm going to choose one of these 4 options? Do I need to repeat the definition of set play again? How is that set play? Set play is when you have option A, option B, and option C, and you know, like, you've already statistically figured out what is the best strategy based on the situation, to pick each of those options. Like if you're like, it's really easy for rock paper scissors because if it's true RPS, it's 33, 33, 33. But what if rock and paper do different amounts of damage? Or what if there's like a fourth option that beats certain things than others? Or what if the penalty for losing is worse? How did that beat that? Wow, this character is so stupid. Can I not? Okay, it won't let me. What a hard character. Why do they give all the grapplers one button anti-airs? Why? Like, they just want the character to be easy. Of course. Unbelievable. Why does his crouched light kick have more range than all of my normals combined, bro? How are those options if only a few of them are chosen? Whether or not an option is chosen does not make it not an option. I don't understand the question. How come every fighting game doesn't have set play if there are infinite combinations of options? Who said every fighting game doesn't have set play? KOF has set play, especially 15. KOF 15 has tons of set play. Tons. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay. Set play is a very bad thing. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, it is. Well, Steam goes down on Tuesdays. Set play is a very boring thing. Unless you're Sajam, then for some reason you like not having to use your brain. And that being said, if we're using a very strict definition, look at all these new colors I got. If you're using a strict definition, then combos would also be set play. Because once you start the combo, you should just do the best combo you can. The only exception is if you have combo breakers based on the combo you do, like Killer Instinct. But for the most part, combos are also set play. Why does RPS cancel out reads? It's just the way I've defined them. Like when most people say that was a read, that was a read. That wasn't a guess, that was a read. Like, what are they trying to say there? They're trying to say, like, on the surface, I just guessed right. But what actually happened was, I was in my opponent's head. There was something beyond the bounds of statistical examination that caused me to land that hit. That was a read. That's what it means. And that's pretty abstract. It's not like a switch that turns on and off. It's a guess word to read. You know? But it's... The concept is there. Most decisions you make are either a pure guess or a pure read or somewhere close to it. It depends on the player. And anything else that's not a guess or a read is your autopilot or just a general strategy that is statistically in your favor to not get you killed. Usually. And no, you cannot make reads based on the opponent's playstyle when it's rock, paper, scissors. Because the definition of set play is the plays have been set. The opponent's play style does not influence the set plays. Like, if your opponent is stupid and they pick a bunch of rocks in a row, then it's not set play anymore. Unless you, like, okay, if you keep, okay, let's step back. Rock, paper, scissors. Akuma forward throws you, forward dash, demon flip. He's either going to do overhead or delayed dive kick or early overhead into low or throw. And also the dive kick can cross up. Okay, but let's pretend like it's rock, paper, scissors. Let's just pretend that. Every time Akuma forward throws you, it's a rock, paper, scissors situation. That is set play. Most of the, like, I can't look at a game and say this game has set play. It's not about the game, because theoretically the game is just a bunch of things that interact in certain ways, and at the end of the day, one character has 0 HP and loses. So, like, what makes it a guess or a read, what makes it set play or not set play, is have both players, actually I would even say has the aggressive player, not even that, has at least one player just decided in advance, before the match even started, what the options they might do there are. That's what set play is. They have set their plays in place, and they're not going to change based on the opponent or the opponent's character or any other choices they made in the match. Like, for example, this is a very basic one. If I get a hit and I hit confirm and I've practiced my combo from the hit confirm, then that's a set play. Because I do the combo, they can't escape it, I win the round. That is a set play. But usually when people say set play, they're not referring to like combos, where there's one option. They're usually they're usually referring to set plays, where we're playing rock, paper, scissors, and now I have 3 possible plays. That is the set play, is I have 3 possible choices. But if my opponent's stupid, and they always pick rock, then it's not a set play anymore, because now I should just pick paper. I should keep picking paper until they pick scissors, or at least until they stop picking rock. Yes, that's all in the set play. You can choose different routes based on damage, corner, carry, meter. That's all in the set play. If I land a hit at this corner position with this much meter, and I need this much damage, then this is the combo I'll do, based on my opponent's character and how much life they have left and what I want to do. Right? Like, my choice of combo is not dependent on the choices my opponent is making at the time that I hit them. because it doesn't matter, because they can't control the character anymore. Set play is game agnostic and dependent on meter. No. No. Listen to me. Set play is when you make one of a set of possible plays. Set play is dependent on players. Well, yes, the entire game is dependent on players. I don't know what that means. And Sajam just won the Game Awards. Sajam will tell you fighting games are just guesses. He's wrong. He's absolutely wrong. Our mix-up set play. A mix-up is simply doing something that is unexpected, or at least having a set of options that is not expected, because you're mixing up between different options. That's all it is. A set play is I'm going in with a specific mix-up. This is my mix-up: rock, paper, or scissors. That's my mix-up. That is my set play. But a mix-up could also be doing something way out of left field. Like as soon as your brain is not thinking about something, it's not a read anymore, or it's not a guess anymore. Well, game mechanics do lead to more or less set play, but they don't define it. It's like humans have 10 fingers. But a human without 10 fingers is not necessarily not a human anymore. Like, they're still a human. But it's still also correct to say humans have 10 fingers. Dogs have 4 legs and a tail and 2 ears. Those are generic facts. Like, the game, the developers decide how to make the game, and the way the game is determines how the players play it. And how the players play it determine whether a given situation is a guess or a read. Chess has 0 set play. Because there's no guessing. There's no guessing in chess. Chess is just a mathematical equation where if two bots played against each other, then white would win every game. Chess is solved right now. They solved chess a few years ago. They've gone through every single move and can determine mathematically when a player is guaranteed to win. And if 2 bots play each other, it'll be a tie every time, or it'll be white wins, or whoever goes first wins. Usually a tie. It's very easy to force ties. So, no, chess is not set play. Chess is entirely game knowledge, and set play, like reads and guesses, falls under the category of adaptation. There is no adaptation in chess. Like, you can adapt to the game, but there's no point in adapting to the opponent. You just get better at chess. Memorize more situations. Think faster. That's not adapting to the opponent on the fly. Adaptation requires that you can do something that the opponent could have predicted but not reacted to. There's nothing that exists in chess that the opponent could have predicted but cannot react to. You can react to literally everything in chess. KOF 13 is the best fighting game. Oh boy, here we go. KOF 13. Wherever it is. There it is. Any modern ones? Nope. Well, Yara-Garasu Entered the Eastward came out this year. Does that count? No. There are no fighting games that have a significantly small amount of set play in them that have more than 50 players that were made in the last 10 years. There are none. So how does KOF 13 combat set play? Oh, Melty Blood has a ton of set play. If you press shield, that's set play. Guaranteed. This game has set play rarely. Like, if you watch a high-level match of KOF 13, the only set play there really is if I fail to anti-air you, there's set play. Or if you jump at the right spot and I didn't move out of the way, or if I moved into the right spot right as you jump, and I don't have a DP, that's also set play. Or if you're not in block stun or hit stun or some other unthrowable state, and I'm already in your face, that is also set play. Or if you have 1 HP, it's also set play because there's chip kills. Also, combos are still set play. Except with the lack of real options, if you're playing rock, paper, scissors, you have options. You have 3 options. What makes it set play is you have exactly 3 options. And it's possible and realistic for a human to recognize that. Every single time they see their opponent go like this, they're like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick this or this or this. That's set play. And the way you get to set play, or I guess the way you escape set play, is by making the game more complex, by adding more options, like, you know, RPS and a whole bunch of other stuff. That's one way. Although that's not enough, because you need other forms of complexity besides adding more options. And the other way that you can do it is by giving them less time to react, because like, if I run up to your face out of nowhere, then it's not really set. Like the things I listed are theoretical set plays, right? The game is so fast that they probably won't end up being set play because they just don't have time to react. Like this is really fast. Anyway, how does this game prevent set play? Well, Think of all the set play in Street Fighter. If I knock you down with a hard knockdown and I run up to your face like this, set play in Street Fighter, I'm either going to strike you or I'm going to throw you. And if I strike you, it's either going to be a low, maybe a lead overhead, depends on the character, probably not. And if you block my strike, there's more set play. Guess what? There's more set play because this strike's going to be plus on block, or I can chain out of it. And I can frame trap you. And after that strike, it's again, I either frame trap with a strike or I go for a throw. Oh, and guess what? It's Street Fighter 4. I get 3 of those in a row. I can do empty jump throw, or I can do 1 normal and then throw. Or I can do 2 normals and then throw. Or I can do 3 normals and then throw. And guess what? There's nothing in the game that beats both strike and throw except DPs. Because backdashes are invincible, but I can option select those. So there's your set play. I'm either going to block low to beat the strike, or if it's Dudley, I had to block high sometimes too. Or I can try to beat the throw by teching it, or backdashing it, or picking Makoto and doing axe kicks, or picking Rose and pressing medium kick, or doing a DP. And DP is your third option because it beats both. It beats both the strike and the throw. But then that means the attacker has to block sometimes. So there's your rock, paper, scissors of Street Fighter mix-ups. Is the attacker will either strike, or throw, or block. And the defender will either block, or tech the throw, or DP. So 3 options for both players. And there's more nuance to that depending on the character and the situation, how much meter you have, and which Street Fighter you're playing, and whether they have a good overhead or not. And if you do guess right by blocking a strike, they usually get 1 more mix-up, probably weaker than the first one, because they have to walk to beat the throw, or because they have to walk to throw you or whatever. In not Street Fighter 4, which has Kara throws, but whatever. But that's the Street Fighter mix-up. Is like there's the key thing is that there's nothing that beats both, or that beats all 3. Realistically, there's nothing that beats strike and throw and block. In KOF there is, and that is mash jab. Why? Because you have throw invincibility on wake up. Or I guess it's not accurate to say it beats strike and throw. It means that the mix-up is delayed. So there's never a situation in which that set play is forced on you. Like if you block something, like if you block a jump in Street Fighter, that's set play. I'm either going to frame trap you with a strike, or I'm going to frame trap you with a throw. Or I'm going to expect a shuriken and block it. And that exists in this game for the strike. I can do a frame trap here with a strike. And if you do anything besides block or DP, it's going to hit you. Or roll. Right? But I can't do that with the throw because you have extra. You have, I think it was like 15 frames of extra throw in, like actionable throw invincibility after you block this. If I do this, I can't throw you. There it is. And basically every attack in the game is 15 frames or faster. So if you had just blocked a jump in and then mashed a button, it would have beaten my throw. So the rock, paper, scissors is now gone. If you mash. There's no more rock, paper, scissors there. There's only 2 options that you have. And you don't have to take the risk. That is the thing. is there. I guess in that sense, there is a set play, but the result is not always someone gets hit. The result could be this other mix-up now happens, which is what happens if you block this and you keep blocking and you don't mash. If I want to go for a strike throw mix-up, it's got to be delayed, like that. And assuming you don't press buttons there, then it is back to the Street Fighter mix-up of strike throw, or DP, although you can't DP in one frame, so it's just strike throw. No, it doesn't happen in my Street Fighter example, because Street Fighter does not give you invincibility after block stun. If I'm playing Street Fighter, I can grab you here. Yes, blocking the strike. Okay, in Street Fighter, blocking the strike leads to a mix-up. In KOF, blocking the strike and then waiting for 15 more frames leads to the mix-up. But you don't have to. What makes KOF better? There's no set play. Well, there's less set play. And the reason there's less set play is because suddenly the game just got a lot more complicated. Because if I want to do a real, like, strike throw mix-up on you, I have to wait for 15 extra frames. And if I'm waiting for 15 frames, this is KOF. In 15 frames, I can be over here. Or I can be up here. Or I can be over here. Or I can do this. There's a lot of things that I can do in 15 frames in KOF. So, I mean, theoretically, if you're a robot, you can memorize all the different actions in the game and be like, oh, you did a jump in? These are all the options that you can do. These are all the options that I can do. Here's my set play. But a human can't do that. There's too many. It doesn't have to be 50-50 mix-ups. It has to be lack of set play. And a coin flip is set play. As you saw by that Hugo player who did wake up SPD or wake up backpicker every single time. Sometimes you just win coin flips and you win. You win the entire game. In KOF, that doesn't work. Because it's not coin flips. But having a 1 and 3 option, or a 2 and 3 option, or a 3 and 5 option is still set play. In theory, a 20 and 100 option is also set play, but chances are a human can't comprehend all of that all at once and choose an option from that list. So that's not set play, because the human brain can't comprehend it. But if it's a robot, they can. So it is set play, if it's a robot. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Complexity equals mental overhead. I don't think he meant overhead. Which leads to unconscious patterns, which encourages adaptation. That is the definition. Yes. It's not unconscious, though. You're awake while playing the game. But yes. I think he meant overload. Mental overload, which leads to subconscious patterns, which encourages adaptation. I wouldn't even say encourages, I would say allows adaptation. If your brain isn't working, then there's no adaptation going on. So... No. And it doesn't have to be complexity either. Like, Third Strike is not that complex. Or it doesn't, like, it doesn't need all that crazy frickin' Makoto stand medium or stand heavy kick Kara one-shot combos to be a deep game. Having fewer such more... Well, no. Having fewer viable choices does. Like... Marvel 3 had a lot of choices that you could make. But 99.9% of them are not viable. You should pick top tiers, and you should play neutral, which is interesting for like 2 seconds, and then you get a hit, and then you go to set play. So it's not about the choices that could be happen that you could make. It's about the choices that are viable at any given moment. Hi, Harley. Found a dog. You understand what a Street Fighter makes it discourage his skill? I didn't say discourage his skill, I said it was set play. And as soon as you have set play, there's no adaptation going on. So all skills that fall under the category of adaptation are gone. So the game is less skillful. And if you also look at my website, you'll see the 3 categories of skills fall under. All of the things that exist in a human being that can increase their win rate in a fighting game can fall under, or do fall under one of 3 categories. And having set play entirely eliminates one of those 3 categories. In a very boring way. Does Tekken have set play? Yes. But it's complicated. Tekken... There are a few situations in Tekken that are a true, like... You have to just guess between 1 of 2 options or 1 of 3 options. But most of the time in Tekken, there's like a safe option that you can choose. Of some kind. Like the clear example of this is several characters have a string, like down forward 1, which is like a gut punch usually. It's like a 13 frame mid. And then they can string off of it, which is either a safe high or an unsafe on block mid. Or like a mid that's slower, it can be interrupted or sidestep or something. Like a mid with a different counter. Yeah, Tekken's well designed. From a gameplay perspective, not from a marketing standpoint. I just don't like it. It's too it's too defensive. I'm not a defensive player. I think 8 is about 8's the same as 7. Tekken's not changed in years. You could say Tekken 7 failed because of Akuma. But at that point, I would say Akuma doesn't play Tekken. Why is Street Fighter V not 6? Because Street Fighter 6 is boring. Street Fighter 4, at least every match of Street Fighter 4 I play, I see something new. I don't see anything new. I played Street Fighter 6 for a month. I've seen everything. Multiple times over. Hey, decent at Tekken, you memorize a lot of numbers. Kazumi isn't in the game. He's in 7, not 8. Yeah, being able to do mix-ups and whiff punishment requires that you know the character you're playing against. So, yeah. It'll take you 10 years to learn all the moves, but go for it. Or, this is what I recommend, is focus on the important moves. So, play a match, look at the moves your opponent's using, and then go to training mode and beat those. Figure out how to beat them. Like, this strat works for every single fighting game. Okay? Step 1, pick a character, learn a combo, learn the basic system. Like, an hour in training mode. If they have a tutorial, do that. That's step 1. Step 2, play until you lose a bunch. Step 3, pick your most notable losses and examine what happened. And so in the case of Tekken, that will last you 10 years. 10 whole years. You're gonna keep finding new moves or situations or attack strings that you've never seen before. Although, if you want to, have fun and not hate yourself, then only pick the ones that are the most problematic, right? And then as you get better and better at the game... No, that's basic level. That's basic level. That is the basics of Tekken. Basics of Tekken is memorizing all of the really, really good moves in the game. Like, I would say 3 to 5 moves per character most of the time. Sometimes you have more, like Brian. There's a reason Brian has the most number of memorable move names. He has Mach Punch, he has Mach Kick, he has Jet Upper, he has Taunt. He has Orbital Heal. He has Snake Edge. He has Fish Hook. No. You don't need to learn that. Just play a match until you lose. Figure out what you lost to. And then just go to training mode and figure out how to beat that move. Like, I was in this situation and I died. What could I have done differently? Figure that out, then move on. That's all it takes. And keep doing that until you have above a 50% adaptation, or I guess, however, keep doing that until you end up on top in that situation on average. If it's actually like a mix-up there, then you can't guarantee anything. But yeah, just try to get it as optimal as you can, and then move on. You don't need to know. Like, that's just frame data. That's just data. That like range, movement, and punishes is just data at the end of the day. You don't need that. You don't need to know the range. You only need to know what can be countered and how to counter it. If your opponent is doing like a 1, 2, 3 string that can be backdashed, that's all you need to know. You don't need to know the range. You just need to know what the counter is. Can you sidestep left? Can you sidestep right? Can you backdash? Can you duck? Can you parry? Can you interrupt with a jab? Can you hop kick it? It's already 3 times as many different options as Street Fighter has, but whatever. So when you're if you're in Tekken, most attack strings that are more than 2 or 3 hits, well, it doesn't matter. If you're in the neutral and they're poking you with single hit moves, like Asuka back 3 or whatever, that's the one where she flips. How do I pick the best option? Training mode. You could try stuff randomly, or you could use intuition and inference, or you could ask other people, or you could just try stuff and see what works, or you can watch high-level matches and see what they do and copy what they do. Best option, no. No. Best option does not equal highest damage. Not always. Because how do I word this? Imagine you have 5 options, right? So let's just say option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But let's focus on the first 4. Let's say option 1 beats option 2, option 2 beats option 3, option 3 beats option 4, and option 4 beats option 1. And every other combination doesn't count. So like 1 and 3 will tie, and 2 and 4 will tie, right? But any other combination besides 1 and 3 and 2 and 4 will end up in someone winning. Like 1 and 2, the 1 will win. If you have 1 and 4, the 4 will win. Right, so that's basic. If that were the only option, that would be set play, right? But let's imagine you have option 5. Option 5 beats option 1 and 2, but loses to 3 and 4, right? Now it becomes a matter of a lot of there's a lot of things to consider here. If you think the opponent is going to choose option 1, then choosing option 4 will give you the least risk while still beating option 1. So if you have a specific read, then you should pick option 4. Because if they pick if they pick hold on, how did I word it? I said option 5 beats option 1 and 2, I think, right? So if I pick option 4, there's only one thing they can do to beat it, which is option 3. Right? Now option 5 also beats option 1, but it has 2 weaknesses. It loses to option 3 and 4. So, and let's assume that the reward for succeeding and the punishment for failing is the same in all cases. So, option 5 is a more general tool because it beats both option 1 and 2, but it has more weaknesses because of it loses to 3 and 4. Now that's just one example. Let's think of another thing. Like so, in that example, you have like a basic RPS which loses to multiple options and beats multiple options. But you also have things that have differing rewards. So let's say option 5. Let's say option 5 kind of beats option 1, but you don't get as big of a reward, as big of a reward, and 2 and 3, but it loses to 4. So that's a different option. So again, that is option 5 weakly beats options 1, 2, and 3, but loses to 4. That's another option that would be, and in this case, it's still viable to pick all options. All 5 options are options that you should probably choose regularly. Now, let's say option 5 was really bad. Option 5, let's say option 5 beats option 1 and goes even with option 2, but loses to option 3 and 4. Then you should never pick option 5 because option 4 is just better. Option 4 accomplishes the same goal as beating option 1, and it's the same on option 2 as well because 4 is neutral against 2. But now you trade with 4 instead of losing to 4. So option 5 is the same as option 4, except it loses to option 4. Whereas option 4 trades with option 4. So in that case, option 5 would be never worth using. It is an unviable choice in this particular case. Like maybe option 5 is like a fireball, so you don't want to use a fireball in a mix-up situation, right? Hi, Harley. So there's several ways of making the game more complex. And the more layers of complexity you add, the harder it is to get a set play. And the faster the players have to make their choices, the harder it is to make it a set play. And there's several routes that you can take to make your game more deep and avoiding set play. That's my definition of depth, is avoiding set play. The further you are from getting set play, the deeper the game is. That would be a set play. Well, it wouldn't be a very strong set play because the chance of you tying and no one taking damage is very high. It's actually a 50% chance because there are 4 options, and in 2 of those options, actually no, it's a 2 in 4 chance of nothing happening. So it's kind of like whatever. It is technically set play, but who cares? Most of the time, nothing's going to happen. And that's what KOF does, by the way. Is not only do you have a whole bunch of options, but most of the interactions between your options don't really do anything unless you have a specific read. Like, oh, I know you're going to pick option 1, so I'm going to pick option 4. Haha. No problem, Mr. Gario. What time is it? Yeah, I gotta go now anyway. My alarm's gonna go off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Say bye, puppy. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye, Harley. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Yeah. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.